So here is something you don't see every day. A sitting governor walking through a construction site, asking questions like a project supervisor, nodding, pointing, checking corners, not for show, but really trying to understand what's going on. And the big question people are quietly asking is this: is Abia State finally building something different? Or is this just another government project story we have heard before? Now, let's talk about it. On Saturday, June 6th, Governor Alex Otti visited the government house complex in Umuahia. He wasn't there for ceremony, no big crowd, no long speeches. He went straight to the site where a new government office and official residence are being built. He was received by engineers from Kremborg Construction Company, the company handling the project. And then he did something that stood out. He walked the site, checked the progress, asked questions, serious ones, not just how far, but questions about design, structure, whether what is being built actually matches what was approved. Now think about that for a second. How often do we actually see the level of direct inspection in real time? Here is the thing. Abia State Government House has been a topic for years. People have talked about neglect, decay, outdated structures, offices that didn't reflect what a modern state capital should look like. So when news breaks that a new governor's office and residence are rising inside the same complex, people notice. But it's not just the project itself, it's who is driving it and how it's being handled. Because Governor Alex Otti didn't just approve and disappear. He showed up physically, and that alone is what's making people talk. Reactions have been mixed as expected. Some people are saying finally something visible. At least we can see where the money is going. Others are more cautious, saying government projects always look good at the beginning, but the real test is completion and maintenance. And then there is another group quietly asking, is this the best priority right now? Infrastructure is important, yes, but what about roads, hospitals, and everyday economic pressure? So you can see it's not a one-sided conversation. It never is. Now, let's step back a bit. The government house rebuilding project is not just about a building. It's part of a wider renovation of the entire Abia State Government House complex. According to what has been shared, several structures have already been completed or upgraded, like the Deputy Governor's Office, the SSG building, the Obara Auditorium, the Banquet Hall, the Protocol buildings, and many more. And ongoing works include a clinic, new gates, and supporting infrastructure. So, in simple terms, this is the full reset of the seat of power in Abia State. Here is where it gets interesting. This kind of projects always carry two stories at the same time. The visible story, construction, progress, paint, concrete, and the invisible story, accountability, funding, timelines, and long-term sustainability. And that second part is usually where the real judgment happens. Think about what this represents beyond Abia State. Whenever a government starts rebuilding its core institutions, it sends a message about intention, a message about direction, but also a challenge because expectations rise immediately. People begin to measure everything else against it. Okay, if government house is changing, what about my local road? If offices are being rebuilt, what about salaries, jobs, small businesses? So the pressure shifts upward and downward. And that's why moments like this inspection matter politically, not just structurally, because they shape perception, and perception in Nigerian politics is almost as powerful as policy. So at the end of the day, what are we really watching here? A construction project or a symbol of a broader promise? Governor Alex Otti says the work should be completed before the end of the year. That's the timeline. But the real question people will answer later is simple. When that building is finally completed, will it represent just a new structure or a new standard? Because in the end, concrete doesn't just build offices. It builds expectations. Thank you for watching following Prime Joe Network. Please subscribe, like, share, and follow for more updates.
They drive. That's why I asked the question.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you know you have access here to the swimming pool.
Yes. Give me that one when I go airport. Oh, Precious. So I got any something. Guys, we're on your lunch.